Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to our podcast, the Rabell Realty Group podcast with Kristen Rabell.
And Rebecca Johnson.
Yay, and another great video from our wonderful photographers, Brick City, and that's a listing in High Springs. These listings are still going quite fast, although the market has kind of slowed down a little. But love always listing in High Springs because it continues to sell pretty consistently out there, wouldn't you say?
Mm-hmm. I would
used to
agree.
be the High Springs girls. Now we're back in Gainesville, but we do list all over Alachua County. Hey, guess what?
What? Ooh, what are you doing? So weird.
Our 50th show! Yay! Woo!
Oh man, I practiced and it didn't go as I planned.
Here, do it again. There you go. That time. They're not the noisemakers, but we can always make noise.
These are what parents are actually looking for.
Right,
For birthday
the
parties.
non-noisemakers. The little unicorn.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, our 50th show podcast. How crazy is that? We've
What a
gotten here
fast
already.
year.
I know. We have a great guest speaker today, one of our friends, Carly Asse.
Oh, I'm so excited
Owner
for him
of
to come in
Zen
the studio.
Fitness, but really, yeah, we work out and keep fit. Really an incredible entrepreneur and has a lot to talk about. So we won't even have to talk. We'll just let him
Oh,
talk.
perfect. Sounds great.
Tell you everything. But yeah, so we're excited to have him on, excited for our 50th show. And well, let's get into it. Our Monday market moment. Let's do it.
All right, let's take a quick look at what's happening in North Central Florida real estate, starting in Alachua County. What month are we in? September? All right, so September.
Half of September,
I know.
right?
Eek, it's almost 2022. All right, so Gainesville, Alachua County this month in September for single-family residential properties. You've had 181 properties hit the market, 206 pending, and 118 closed. Pretty normal for this time of year. It is slowing down a little bit.
Slowed down a little. Yeah, not going as fast.
As
I think
people get settled
The talk
for-
is that the sort of that period of time where things were selling within days and having tons of multiple offers or slowing down, and really now it's taking 2 weeks to a month.
I know.
Shocker, it's taking so long.
Calm down. If you just listed, it might actually take a few days for us to do our work.
Right. Which is great because we can actually market it.
I know, the fun part of the
thing
job.
that we love to do the most.
So, all right, jumping down to Tampa, Hillsborough area, you have 298 active, 433 pending, and
The big 50. Yep.
yeah, and then
Blocked it.
313 closed.
That's a low number though.
Yeah,
You
that's
know?
kind of low, but I think it's normal this time of year. Everybody's settled. School started back. Everybody's doing football and sportsy things. So,
This is not the sports podcast.
Nope. Although I did hear that the
Sportsy
Gators
things.
were the primetime game Saturday.
Saturday,
this
right.
coming Saturday against Alabama.
Yeah, against Alabama. We'll see if, that's a game to cry over or be excited over. Probably cry over.
I don't know.
I know you don't
mean,
know.
Anyways, Alabama, got it. Ocala
job.
and Marion County. Yeah, I know. I know a few things about football. 215 active, 364 pending, and 204 closed. So looking
So
strong in
all three
Ocala.
Yeah, but all three numbers for the closed are really lower. But again, I think because things aren't going under contract as quickly and taking a little longer to close.
And then to our favorite little beach town that we serve, St. Augustine Beach areas, you've got 92 active, 14 pending, and 10 closed.
Now,
so
remember,
far.
the actives are still from the beginning of the year
Correct.
to now because we cannot somehow close them into just September. So it's not that there's 92 active in September alone. It's throughout 2021.
Correct.
So, yeah, things that stay on the market.
So,
All right. Well, there's the numbers. The closed are a little lower than what we've been seeing, but we'll probably have a heightened closing as these close down, maybe in October, we would see. And we'll always do our numbers at the end of the month to see how it went with last year or the month before, or both. Let's see. All right. Well, good job.
Yay! I did it quick so you could have
You
more
did.
time to let Carly talk.
Right. So let's bring on our friend Carly Asse, Juan Carlos Tomost. Yay! Celebrating with us.
Happy to be here
Thank
celebrating
you.
with you guys.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
We appreciate you coming on our show. This is a special one, so we had to bring a special dude on.
I appreciate that. Honored to be here.
Good. So I've known you kind of since we went to high school together at PK
Yeah.
Young. So you and I are both ACRs.
Yes, we are.
Can you
PK-owned
tell
ACRs.
everyone what ACR means if they don't
Alachua
know?
County resident
Right. Which
for life.
for life, right? It's a lifer. And then you're also a lifer from PK,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. So that's
K through
kindergarten
12.
through 12th grade. I was 9 through 12, but you can be a lifer at PK Young and it will take your life. No.
So
Give
I
you
have
life.
to give an explanation
Yeah.
for ACRs for those of us that are not ACRs and,
lifer
and are very
ACR.
confused on what that meant.
We don't have 352 tattooed on our back.
Not all
though.
of them. Some of them do. I see it on their arms and like outlines of the county. It's very peculiar. But you have to be born here. Okay. Because I've been here
Born,
since
yeah.
2004. I am
But
not
you
an
could
ACR.
be an ACR if you've been here long enough and really know the culture of Alachua County.
I do not know the culture of Alachua County.
Oh, look there,
You can't
Holly.
get an
go blue
honorary
wave. Yeah.
membership.
You can. Yeah. You've been here long enough. You can.
I'm going to take a hall pass and a boogie on
I'm
over.
not saying you can.
Okay,
I'm
good.
just saying
We'll
out there.
We'll put
I
in for it.
produced
Right.
3
We'll see if we can-
ACRs.
We're on the board.
Yes,
I
you
brought
can
you guys
bring
some fresh
right.
DNA.
That's See, that's why
So.
that's why you become honorary because you're bringing in some new, some new DNA to the pool.
To the ACR pool. So there you go. All right. So
Sky
now you
says
know.
amazingly cool realtor. Yes,
There you
but
go.
Carly's not a realtor, but he is on here because he knows quite a bit about real estate. So we'll get into that.
I do love real estate.
Why don't you tell us a little bit of story about yourself? Not that we don't all know it, but just to get it on air now.
My story?
Sure.
Uh,
Tell us about you.
I could go
yourself.
many directions
I know
with that.
you could.
Let's see. Well, I started.
You could have your whole podcast about your own story.
I started personal training at Alter Ego, and after 3.5 years there, I saved my money. Opened Zen Fitness, 2008. I made my first real estate purchase in 2010,
Right.
investment property.
Because you owned your house. You bought a
Yeah.
house in 2008.
No,
Right
I
around that.
actually bought a house in 2006. That was
Okay.
my goal, to get a house within my first year of being out of prison.
Prison. There we go.
Yes.
You'll go back a little with that.
Most people know I was in prison for 7 years for selling drugs, 2000, and I got out in 2005. And then I got out with nothing, basically. So, with a felony, you can't get a job anywhere.
Right.
So I just had to start being an entrepreneur.
So was it hard also to get money to purchase a home at that time, or?
Yes,
Yeah.
it was. So, I had money that I had saved, but my mom had to co-sign for me.
Okay. Now, how did you save money while you were, locked up?
Oh, I didn't.
No,
I
you
got
didn't.
out. I
You
got
got
out
out.
with zero. Yeah.
So you got out. You got a job at Alter Ego.
And I just started working, coming in when it was dark, leaving when it was dark.
So
saving money.
let's go back again. Why personal fitness?
It's something that I've always been drawn to. My mom started working out with me when I was in 2nd grade. Not like she was a crazy workout person. It was just something we did together.
Right.
And I kind of got an association with just being more productive as a person and feeling good when you work out. And then when I was in prison, people used to come and ask me how to work out. Could they join my car? Is what it's called. It's called your car.
Okay.
So we would have a little initiation. You have to go through a really hard workout to make the car. And so people would come and ask me about it. So I started taking pictures of the guys that I trained. Some of them lost 150 pounds. I didn't really know why I was doing it. It just seemed like a good thing to do.
Sure.
And so then when I got out, a friend of mine, Josh Alterman, had opened Alter Ego. So he's like, hey, you should come check out my studio. I was washing dishes at Dragonfly for the first month. And I saw
Did
him
you at
in
least get
Dragonfly.
free
And he's
sushi,
like,
by the way?
no, no free sushi. So I was like, yeah. So I went over and checked out the studio in Hale, right by where you guys are now. And
Yep.
I was like, hey, look at these are my pictures that I did. And he was like, oh, okay. Well, let me talk to my partner and see if we can hire you. So they decided to hire me. And from there, it just took off. I started getting a lot of hours just because of the program I use works. So people were having results.
Right,
And so
right.
I eventually got to where I was training 50 hours a week, which was a lot. So I was saving a lot of money, and then which gave me enough to open Zen Fitness and then start buying real estate.
Right. So your entrepreneurial efforts were prior to this, but this is really where you were able to do it
Yeah.
100%.
I'd actually started really young. My mom started me as an entrepreneur because I wanted a GI Joe. I think we're in Pick and Save, and she's like, "Well, you're gonna have to save up some money, Carly." And I was like, "Well, how do I do that?" She's like, "Well, let's go sell these jade plants." So she helped me.
Oh, nice.
Put these little jade plants in these little pots, and I went door to door and sold them for $1. So then I associated okay, so you can make your own money by being an entrepreneur. Find something people want to buy.
Was smart.
Yeah, I don't.
She created a little.
I don't know if that was her intention, just that she didn't want to buy me the GI Joe, but because she wasn't a very good entrepreneur. But I did learn from her. That's how I got started.
That's a great idea. My kid is trying to save up to buy a 4-wheeler, a little bit more than a GI Joe.
But I mean, I'm like, you could probably sell jade plants for more than $1 these days. Get $5 in.
He could get $5 out of these things. He'll be picking all the leaves off all the plants, propagating. I like that. I'm going to share that with Thomas because he's the only. I think. Let's see, he's 8, and he keeps a ledger in his room, a notebook from Scotland. I got him a notebook there, and he keeps a ledger of all his money. He knows down to the penny how much money he has.
And there you go. Right.
Oh yeah, he's on his way. I did that too. I had a little box that I kept all my money in.
All right.
These are great stories. So, but really, we want to get into what got you interested in getting into real estate.
Money.
Money.
Making money.
There you go. Making money.
Wait, it wasn't because you like people or looking at fancy places?
Yeah, he's not a realtor.
I know.
So,
no.
But yeah, you knew.
Well, it's just because real
estate.
Did
you read a book or?
Yes, I did. When I was in prison, I read a book on real estate.
You read lots of books on real estate.
So, right? But I basically understood this is an asset that people are always going to need. And, you can either rent it or you can flip it.
Right.
And I've never lost money in real estate. I've been doing it for 13 years now. So
it's what you do is you find that some will make you more than others. Depends on,
Oh yeah, I've taken some lumps.
Yeah.
You remember that one?
I know.
In Hale. I ended up, I think I only made like $3,000 on that one. But
I told you not to buy that one. But hey, you made $3,000.
Yeah, I mean, my personal formula is if anything is gonna end up in the $300,000 range after I fix it up,
right,
it's too high. Like the 100 to 200 range is fast, quick turnover.
So what are you finding now in the market with things being so much higher?
Oh, this is the first year since 2010 I have not bought anything in Florida.
Not in Florida, right?
In Florida,
right? Because you have found something else elsewhere.
Yeah. Well, my brother and I have Asse Real Estate up north. We have 61 properties, and we have it's a much bigger operation. Huge team of people for fixing things up, getting renters in. But there it's different. Like the banks will loan you money very easily, whereas here in Gainesville, you pretty much have to do everything cash for the most part.
Now, I do know that state, I don't think has reciprocal lender abilities with our state.
Nope.
Right.
That's correct. I've been down that road.
Yes.
That's correct.
Yes. So they will lend you all the money to purchase in that state, Illinois.
Well, we bought sixplex in cash and fixed it up, got the renters in. And then from there on, they've been loaning us money ever since. If they can see that you have a good system that works,
and they'll continue. And those sixplexes and these properties that you own are affordable housing.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So you're
I think
fixing
it's
them
like
up.
70-80% of them are Section 8.
Yeah. So you are providing affordable housing for those in need.
Yes.
So it's not like you're buying a place, fixing it up, and selling it for or renting it for huge amounts of money. You're still renting it at an affordable price for Section 8,
right,
who really need it. So yeah,
they have a formula of what you can charge or what they're willing to pay. So it has to be within that range.
You have to offer them what that range is,
right,
with their voucher, correct?
Right, with their voucher. Okay. I mean, they'll show you what voucher they have, and if they have however many kids and however many rooms, it comes to a certain price.
Right.
But we do make the places nice. We have a huge line to get into our places just because we take care of them and try to be good landlords,
Yeah, so that they want to stay.
Yeah.
And you continue getting those vouchers.
Just always just try.
The old thing back in the day was about, Section 8 was really rough and nasty, and you didn't really want to go with Section 8.
I heard that too.
Right.
I was actually scared off it because people would say, oh, no, I'm not doing that. The people are going to tear up your property. There's all kinds of problems. But we have not had any problems. I've found that most people that are have Section 8 or they have another one in Alachua County too. But the people that have those vouchers have had to dot their I's and cross their T's.
They want to keep the voucher.
Right.
If
They've
lose
had to do a number of
it.
things. A lot of them are working or single mothers that are trying to get back on their feet, and they take care of the property, and they're easy to communicate with, and it's been, I mean, we actually prefer them quite a bit over the other tenants.
Yeah, because you know that you're sorry to say this, but you're going to get paid, and B, they're going to take care of it because they don't want to lose that voucher.
Right.
All right. So we've talked about Zen Fitness and owning this company, the entrepreneurship of that. We've talked about real estate. We have to go on a break, but let's get into, you're also a documentarian.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
also a rapper,
films.
if you want to talk about that a little. But, you do help people across the oceans to also get fit. So we're going to watch a little teaser of a documentary he's had, and then we'll come back.
En esta vida solamente tenemos un cuerpo y hay que cuidarlo. Vale más mi salud que cualquier riqueza de este mundo. Yo solo lo pongo a escoger. La decisión la tomas tú.
All right, that's awesome. That was Rabell, someone from Cuba that you met. How did you meet Rabell?
I met him in Cuba.
Okay.
I met him in the airport. He had gone to pick someone up. That was kind of what his hustle was. And they didn't show up. Mm-hmm. So he just asked me if I needed a ride. And I had just rolled in. Actually, I was with Don Blair because we had just finished on Super Size Us, and he had won like the little competition. So I told them whoever won got to pick where they wanted to go. He wanted to go to Cuba.
Oh, cool.
I wanted to go to Cuba. I sort of
Right.
influenced that a little bit too.
Okay.
So,
you talked about how cool Cuba could be.
Yeah.
And he was like, okay,
I
let's
knew
go.
it was going to be awesome landscape for shots. So then I was friends with, I became friends with Rabell on that trip, and he started telling me about his belly and like how he felt bad and he couldn't sleep and high blood pressure and all this stuff. And I was like, if you want, we could make a film, because I want to do a film in Spanish anyway. Mm-hmm. And so that's how we got started on it. It was like a eight month long project.
So you had already done Super Size Me, which was your first documentary.
Right. That was the first one.
And basically it was one person.
Tracy Ryan lost 200 pounds in a year. What I do in the film is I just put people on a whole food plant-based diet, and they got to work out, hour cardio.
They follow your diet.
Yep. They follow the diet.
All the steps that you have and your workout.
And the workouts.
And you're there to help push them.
Yeah,
and
just,
train
answer any
them.
questions they have about being plant-based, because sometimes there's a few questions in the beginning.
Sure.
And then also just keeping them on track,
Right,
because
right.
it's easy to fall off track if you don't stay on track. So
if you don't really know what you're doing or know what the next steps are, you can
Yeah.
fall off track.
Well, it's,
You get a
it's
little-
hard. It's a big change.
Sure.
It's a big change. So if you don't have someone there to talk to and to keep you on track and remind you of why you're doing it, you can fall off and, easily revert back into your old habits, because those are the habits that are
They've been ingrained in
your
you.
brain,
Yeah.
right? So the pathways that have been burned. So that one was first, and I didn't really know even how to make a movie at that point. I just knew that I could make this transformation. So I had this little video recorder that I got for $1,000 at Best Buy, and I would just whip it out whenever. I didn't know anything about camera angles, lighting, sound, and after the year, she lost 200 pounds, so then I had to learn how to edit it. And that took
Did
me
it
like
take another
another
year?
8-9 months. Yeah, sitting there messing around with Final Cut, trying to figure it out. And then after doing that, I finally ended up getting on Amazon Prime and a bunch of different
That's awesome.
media outlets. And that one did really well. I had no idea that it was going to do that well, but it became like, a worldwide film.
Yeah, you won
And
some awards too, didn't you?
Yeah, I won 13 film festival awards for that one.
That's great. Yeah.
And it just took off, and it's still to this day it gets a lot of views. I mean, I get some nice checks from those people from Amazon Prime. Yeah. And I also, because there was such a demand for it, then I put out a cookbook and a course, an online course, and then I do online distance training all through that film.
And your cookbook is basically
whole food plant-based.
Yep, whole food plant-based. And
that's like all my favorite recipes from around the world that I've seen over time, and they're easy to do. I try to make food that's like 20 to 30 minutes to prepare it. And
you just have to have the ingredients on hand.
Yeah, you just got to have the ingredients and know how to do a little chopping.
Does it have like a list of ingredients you should always have in your house?
Yes, so that's in the course. It shows you kind of like basic cooking where you need and some of the things you're going to be using a lot. But then once you get the recipe, it'll say exactly.
Right, and then you can just follow that recipe and have a good hearty meal.
A good hearty meal.
Now, I've seen you eat before. And, you're fit and skinny and you have this whole food, this diet, but
I eat a lot of food.
Yes.
Is that where you're going? Is that where you're going at? Yeah. I don't think I've only run into one guy that eats more than me. He was this guy I was training that lost like 260 pounds, and he really smashed me on the ground. But other than that.
But it's all healthy food. You're not pigging out on like fried chicken or anything, because you don't eat that. It's all the plant-based food.
No meat, no dairy, no processed.
Right.
Other than that, it's free game.
And so is that why you think you have to eat that much to keep up with your muscle mass, to keep up with the needs of your muscles?
It's the
vitamins that are in these foods. That
I run for like an hour every day, and I work out. Sometimes I might do kickboxing, jiu-jitsu in the day, so I'm burning a lot.
Yeah.
So
I
have
to replenish it.
Yeah, I just gotta.
So as long as you're burning it, you can replenish it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's great. So you also rap, make videos. What else?
So
you travel. Just got back from Africa.
I do. Yeah, that was a great trip.
Yeah.
So the music videos, like I started that because when you make a film, it's expensive to get music for your film, right?
So you started.
And I played guitar and piano, so I was like, I think I could probably do this. So I made a couple. I did the songs for the first one, but it was just like kind of me playing the guitar. And then in the second and third one, I wanted to do songs that like had words and were a little bit better produced. So I found this kid that's.
You find it, yeah.
That's a new one. That video. Oh, that's your trainer, Tristan McGraw.
Yeah.
Tristan McGraw's on that one. That's gonna be a little promo for his MMA career.
Tristan's great.
So I made the first two, and it was so much fun. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed doing it to promote.
You collaborate with some friends and your other trainers. Yeah.
Billy Kipperstock, my brother Miguel, and then we have Will Frenchman, who's from Gainesville. He's an unbelievable producer.
Cool. Another ACR.
He is an ACR, but he's in Boston now, working for some big music company. But he'll still do produce my songs.
For you.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
And so the videos are just like fun at this point. The first two I made for the film, but now we just enjoyed like the creative process. I like doing new hard things that I haven't done before. That keeps me interested.
So you're energized by challenges.
Yeah.
And do you think that's what gives you this lifestyle that you have, where
absolutely
the entrepreneurial spirit, the ability to keep that business going as you're away? Because you were in Africa for what, a month?
I think it was like 20 days.
20 days, so almost a month, right? So, and it's able to still move forward with your business. And I know you want to retire early, but still have ownership in Zen.
Yeah.
Right? And be able to travel all the time.
Yes, I love traveling. That's because to me, traveling, like, when you live in your same routine, doing the same things all the time, it's easy to sort of like life just to go by, like get in this routine. But when you travel, it takes you out of your element. Mm-hmm. And so it's like, boom, you're there, you're alive, you're focused, you're learning all this new stuff, you're around different culture, different language, different food, and just different landscape, It's to me, that really gives me a fire to continue to do that.
Now, you don't see that in a lot of people, right? So what advice do you give these people that you're training, or that you meet, who really want to like change their lives and be on that level, or figure out that and something that they're doing? What are things that you tell?
You mean if you want to become an entrepreneur, you're saying?
Entrepreneur, or, physically fit, or a healthier diet, healthier lifestyle, being able to get a business going and keep running? Like, what's the advice that you give people?
It would depend on the circumstance, but really the most important thing is you just got to do a good job. Just try. You can be successful in anything if you just do a good service, put forth a good service, try to do a good product.
Put forth the effort.
Yeah.
That's
all. Do the work.
Show up. That's what they always say. Trainers say show up. Same with work. Yep. If you want to make money,
just
show
walk
up.
Through the door,
right?
Walk through the door. But if you have to accept, like, you're going to encounter hurdles, you're going to encounter speed bumps, but don't let that stop you, because you can really achieve anything you want to achieve. I've done it in many different areas, and it's not necessarily because I'm so good at these things. It's just because I keep trying.
Right. You don't let it
knock
knock you down.
No.
You just get up again.
Can't ever let anything stop you.
Is there a Chumbawamba song about that?
Probably.
1990s, yeah.
I think I've got a few of those lines in my songs, too.
Right. Yeah, so you just have to tell yourself you can get through this. You feel like
you can find a way. You can always find a way.
I would say that your working out and healthy diet probably keeps your head strong.
Yeah.
Right. So you don't get muddled up in like bad thoughts or negative thoughts or giving up thoughts.
To me, that's that's like your structure, like your basis, your foundation.
Right.
You have to feel good and be healthy in order to really achieve to really operate on all cylinders. To be the best you can be, you've got to start like with your body and your mind.
Right.
Then you can branch out to other things. Like I see people, if you're having health issues, you can't really think clearly or, achieve anything. I mean, you guys know how important working out is. These girls both work out very hard. They get after it, but they know the importance of being healthy, and how that's tied to business. To me, they're one and the same. You have to, in order to do well, you have to be healthy.
Yeah, we have a coach who was just talking the other day, and he gives Friday classes online, and she went on the Friday one. I used to do the Friday ones, and it's all about like being an owner, entrepreneurship. You got to be on your game, so you have to be healthy, or your game is going to be off.
He
helps
basically
with your
said
brain.
he didn't know any unhealthy entrepreneurs, that if you were running your own business, 9 out of 10 times you were in the gym taking care of yourself because you needed that to help alleviate stress and keep your mind clear and focused on goals.
Yeah. Absolutely. I agree with that. And just keeping your health good. Like, can you imagine going to, talk to a bunch of people or purchase a property? If you're walking in there overweight, feeling terrible, and like, with no energy, I mean, how are you going to accomplish anything like that? I mean, to me, that's just like, that's where your focus needs to be. Number one, first of all, is your health.
Right.
Then you can go enjoy things like traveling and, whatever you want to do. If you feel good, if you feel good and look good, you can accomplish whatever you want to.
And it's about feeling good too.
Yes, absolutely.
Getting there and then.
I mean, if you don't feel good, you're not really going to be wanting to do anything.
Right.
All you can think about is I don't feel good.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. All right, cool. Well, we've taken up our time, but we love you having on here. You should start your own podcast. He asked us, how do you come up, or when do you come up with your content? And, it's really throughout the week, because we do this weekly, but, you have so much that you could talk about in terms of your ownership of your gym, your travels, your health, your diet, and owning properties all over.
The variety podcast.
The variety show with Carly. So, we thank you
I'm
for being on
about
our
it. Once this new building's done, then I might jump into it.
Right. Okay. So your new building is in Hale.
Yeah.
In the
Hale
Publix market,
area.
right? And it'll be available around.
Hopefully this month. Leith says. Leith Finnegan, Maven Construction. That's my builder.
Yeah, it's looking good.
He says we're waiting on the gym floor, and once I'm actually going to go look at it today to see. But all we're waiting on is the gym floor.
All
and
right.
then we'll be ready to go.
K&R Property Management has.
Yeah, no, I was going to plug it when we got to our K&R property.
Well, actually, let's go back to the slide that was up. And again, Carly, thank you for being on here.
Thanks for having me. Happy 50th.
Yeah, thank you.
Ladies.
All right. So we have a contest going on. So you could go. There's 2 tickets available for Alabama, for the Alabama UF game this weekend.
At 3:30 on Saturday.
Okay, at 3:30 on Saturday. See, she even knew that. And the steps are, you've got to follow all of our accounts that we have. So go on our Facebook page, which you're possibly already on now, and go check out this post and follow up on all of these, And you will have a chance to win these tickets and some other little gifts from our Fit for Fun event this weekend that we had. And we'll have those quarterly, just so you know, just in case you missed it. But we'll go through our little slides now.
All right.
Come on,
If
KNR.
you have a property that you do not want to take care of and you would like to have professionally managed, please reach out to us, where we will be your leasing agent, accountant, inspector, repairman, landlord, you name it. We do it. We do have a great apartment, 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms above the new Zen Fitness, brand new
live in Hale,
construction.
right there.
Hopefully available at the end of the month. Leaf, all the pressure's on you. So call us and we'll get you into a property.
Hey, listen, if you want to get into real estate or change your real estate career or just ask about what it's like being a realtor and real estate, email us, join@buysellrebell.com.
And if you can't get enough of Kristen and Rebecca and the Rabell Realty Group team, you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, and YouTube.
Yep, we're there. Like and subscribe. Come and stay on our YouTube page. We've got lots of fun videos there. And then also, we have a blog. Wow. Did you know? Hopefully you know by now. You can go on buysellrebell.com/blog and check out everything that we have locally, Tampa, St. Augustine, Gainesville, Ocala, and more. All of our real estate great
That's right.
blogs.
Thinking about getting your own podcast? Call the Fiesta Media, who puts on the Rabell Realty Group podcast every week and does a fabulous job. 352-327-5089.
And don't forget, if you come here first, check it out. You see how easy it is and how fun it is and how quick it goes. Right, Carly? Carly, we didn't ask you one question, which I was trying to ask. What's your favorite thing about Gainesville?
That's a good question, because people always ask me why I don't move out of Gainesville. But I love Gainesville. I love that it's not so big that you have this terrible traffic. I can't stand that. And you can also have a great quality of life for much less money here. And I grew up here. I have a lot of friends here. I love like the new Depot Park area, Hippodrome downtown. And I love Southwest Gainesville, where I live in Kenwood.
Right, so you like it a little bit everywhere.
Yeah.
All right,
I'm
and
a fan.
you have your mom has a street named after her at the Hippodrome.
Yeah,
she was
that just happened about a month
contributor
ago.
there, right?
Yeah, she was one of the original founders, and they decided to name one of the streets.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah, she would love
it. That's amazing. Well, again, thank you. Check out his music. Where can they find your music if you want?
YouTube.
Or your YouTube?
Carly Asse.
Look up Carly Asse, ASSE. All
Come
right.
and see it.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right, guys. Thank you.
All right,
Thanks. See you next
for joining
week.
us on our 50th.
I'm bombing like a stealth drone, fire in the hole, burning hot in the kill zone. Straight from the north and the south, east and west. I'm a force, I'm a blaze as my flames manifest. Welcome to the kill zone. I melt mics and I chill bones. Welcome to the kill zone.